Afternoon, and welcome back to another review video. This week we got defenders. Um, I do apologise, it was meant to be out earlier than this, but yeah, been flat out with work and whatnot, so I haven't had too much time. But look, we finally got there in the end. So same as the other ones, pre and post by average, we want an increase by +3 at a minimum. Positive Supercoach to fantasy ratio also +3. And the official player ratings. Do they have a top rating if you are into that as well? So that's all. If you want to just pause the video there and just go through it individually, that is absolutely fine. So the positive pre and post differentials for top six. The big winners are those that grabbed Shannon Hearn. He went massive. I think his last 5 games he averaged 115. I think thereabouts. I think he went under the ton twice, and 4 out of 8, 9 games he went below 110 or something. So yeah, if you picked him up, you would have been laughing. Same with Dawson. He went from a 106 to a 113. If you picked him up at the buyers, perfect also. Luke Ryan's a cheeky pod. You know, he just hit the 100 average, which is alright. But yeah, not as high as the others. Same with Loston and Adam Sard. Sard actually had a good pre-buy as well, which is that's pretty good. I can't remember off the top of my head if he played uh, every game or if he missed one or two. But yeah, still pre and post fantastic. I know there was a guy in the top 50 or something. I think about 2 or 3 weeks to go, we had Adam Sard. He was the only one in the top 1K at the time. So yeah, you would have been loving that. And Jack Sinclair, just the +1.4. He was spectacular. He was the defender you wanted. 113 pre, 114 post. Fantastic. Biggest negative pre and post by Dan Houston. I know he had that big concussion. I think he also got injured, or a couple of knocks here and there, and that plus playing shit in the post by that definitely hurt. So yeah, if you had him or if you picked him up at the pre, yeah, sucked in, I guess. Tom Stewart 103 -9.8. So when he was out for 4 or 5 weeks or something for knocking the fuck out of Prestia, I think it was Prestia. The play was to trade him, absolutely. I think he came back and dropped a 40 or something, and everyone, including myself. Actually, no, sorry, not including myself. I was laughing because I traded him out, but I did trade him out to someone who lasted about 8 seconds. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, 103. That's terrible from 113. But yeah, obviously you had to trade him out at that stage. Daniel Ridge dropped off. Can't remember if there was he got concussed. Yeah, he got concussed, and he did another injury or something. It was like 2 injuries when I had him. Yeah, so that sucked, but what you get, I guess. Bailey Dale dropped off. His height, I can't overly confirm it. I think it was because Daniel was out and he had that freedom to just do whatever he wanted, and then he came back in, and then obviously he dropped off. So it was expected, but yeah, below the ton, that hurts. James Sicily dropped down 8 points to 108. I don't really know why that is. Can't remember if he got injured or not. I'll go back for the Hawks, but yeah. I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't remember. But 8 points, that's still huge, and it's not ideal for posts. Like if you grabbed him up at the pre-buy for about 610k for a 108 average, it's not good. Still better than most. Like don't get me wrong, 108 you take, but you wanted 110 at a minimum. And Angus Brayshaw -4. I know he was getting some mid-time. I don't watch the D's that often, so I can't really say too much on it, but I know that he was getting mid-time, and I guess he just wasn't performing. I don't know if he got any injuries or anything like that. I think he had a pretty average or subpar final series as well, so yeah, it is what it is. Biggest Supercoach is a fantasy differential, so that was Adam Sard, big PPM player. Average 103 with an 81.9, that's plus 21.2. That's huge. That's that's massive. Um, yeah, if his fantasy was like 90, he'd be averaging like 120. He was huge this season, and I, I don't know. Don't think he made the All Australian team, but I could be wrong there. Um, but yeah, no, he actually did really well this season. Sicily, Stewart, the top scorers for the season. No, they love a mark, love a kick. Um, but yeah, importantly, they were actually getting the ball a lot more. Um, and yeah, it showed that like you just had to get him in. If you'd started both of them, you'd have been laughing. Daniel Rich, he also loves a kick. Like all these players here, like Rich, Dale, Hearn, they all love a cheap kick. Yeah, they just get the ball in their hands, and yeah, it's the easiest points you'll ever get. And then yeah, Luke Ryan plus 11. Um, oh, I think he got plenty of kickouts, or that he was getting at plus on top um of those kicks, because he only got 85 average for fantasy, so he wasn't getting the ball as much. Whereas say a Sinclair even here for the plus 10, he got the ball heaps. He was getting like 30 plus disposals and stuff. He was insane. Can't cop a tag though, but I suppose most halfbacks can't. Um, yeah, I think when Clark went to Sinclair, he dropped like a 60. Like he got put forward. He was doing that badly, so that was quite funny. But yeah, like still plus 10. That's still huge. That's exactly what we want. So the highest player ratings, in order, we got Sinclair rated first, Sicily rated second. Sicily was put in the key defenders, but I put his score with the your general defenders, just cause it makes it easier. So yeah, Sinclair first, Sicily second, Stewart third, Dawson fourth, Bailey Dale fifth, Adam Sard sixth, and then 7, 8, 9 weren't in the rating, so didn't average high enough. I don't know who they were, but yeah, you got Rich at 10th and Floston at 14th. Everybody else was outside the 20. So who am I starting next season? So I have a feeling we're going to be stacking the back line again, at least four. And I think Sinclair, Sicily, Stewart, and Dawson are the obvious ones. They're the ones that what is that there? 0.5. Sorry. Yeah, like they're the obvious four. They're going to be pricey. I think three of them are 110, and Dawson's like 106 or something. Yeah, 113, 113, 109, and 109. Like we're going to be paying up big time. Which means we'll probably have to go a bit skinnier in the midfield, or maybe mainly in particular, maybe the forward line. I'm thinking myself of loading up on mid prices just so I can afford them, but that's it worked last season. I don't know if it's going to work this season. We'll see who we get, but yeah, that's the plan anyways. These four are absolutely locked in. I've got Sam Doherty at 1.5. It's like, can you trust his body to hold out for another whole season? If so, 109 pre-average, 109 post, I believe. So you can't really go too wrong there. And just for your out there-ish sort of pick, Angus Brayshaw, I'm sure he'll get better with more mid-time, which is, that's what we want. The Gus Bus. So he could be a cheeky pick. I can't see myself starting him or any of these T2 guys. Adam Sard, if he got more of the ball, he'd be averaging 130s easy with what he was doing this season. He'd probably, I'm not sure if he already has, but he'd break the record for most bounces in a season. I actually don't know if he's got that or not, but yeah, if he had the ball maybe 4 or 5 more times a game, yeah, he'd be laughing. So that's how I graded them with the stats that I have in front of me. Yeah, so that's it. I've got the forwards next, which will be released, I want to say after the Brownlow, which I think it got changed. I'm not sure when. I think it only went back a day. I think it's on Sunday. So that'll be the forwards. It'll be interesting, just trying to dissect who is actually going to be keeping forward, like Bont, obviously not. Luke Parker, not. Libba, not. So on and so forth. So I think we're going to have maybe like, we'll have Dunkley, Connor Rosie, Isaac Heaney, Dylan Moore. Yeah, I'll just go through it. Just who I believe and who other people also believe will get forward status next season. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.